Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, so I sincerely want to thank everyone. Thank you guys for all the shares, all the support, all the views. Oh my god, I am completely speechless. I don't even know where to start from. I owe you guys a lot. Thank you, my subscribers. You guys are the best. Thank you, my viewers. You guys are the best. But please, if you haven't subscribed, you are missing a lot. You are really missing. Please, I beg you, please do subscribe to my channel. I promise to give you everything, all the tips, everything you need to pass IELTS. If you are watching my video for the first time, please just click that notification bell. Click the subscribe button, okay? Just click that red button down there. Click on it, okay? And that's all. You have subscribed, okay? Thank you guys, okay? So today we're gonna be talking about IELTS writing task 2, okay? There are 6 question types in IELTS. We all know that, okay? So to what extent do you agree or disagree? Do you agree or disagree? Do you think the advantages outweighs the disadvantages? Discuss the benefit and the drawbacks, and cause and effect question time, where they will tell you to the cause and the solution. But we're going to be focusing on do you disagree or agree question time. But before we go further, I want to differentiate to what extent do you agree or disagree from agree and disagree. Okay? These are different question types. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Now I'm just trying to tell you to state how strongly you agree to a particular opinion or how strongly you disagree to a particular opinion. So you can completely agree, you can completely disagree, you can moderately agree, okay? So, but in agree or disagree, so it's either you agree or you disagree. You are given a particular question and you're expected to discuss the question and state your opinion. Okay? So they always tell you write at least 250 words. For the purpose of this video, we are answering do you agree or disagree. This is our question. So I always advise people to follow the recommended structure. Some people believe that it is important for young children to go to school as soon as possible. Others, however, believe that children should be allowed to stay at home and play until they are 6 or 7 years old. Okay, so that is our general statement. Then, do you agree or disagree that children should stay at home until they are 6 or 7 years old? This is the question. There are 2 sides of the argument here, but they are telling you which one. They are telling you which one you should base your argument on. So if you get this kind of question, you should know that your question is the last sentence, this last sentence there. Do you agree or disagree that children should stay at home till they are 6 years old? That is your question. The other one is just to give you a guide, okay? So now do you write your introduction, okay? Now, I recommend this general formula. You can see you have to rewrite the general statement. Briefly discuss side 1, briefly discuss side 2, then you state your opinion. This is how you write a logical and a perfect introduction. This is how I wrote my own. Okay, so you can see that in my own, I have rewritten the general statement. You're not expected to paraphrase them word by word. You're just giving a general meaning. You can start with this phrase like, there has been some converging perceptions. You can also start, there has been a colossal upsurge in ideas that there has been a wide-held debate. Okay, so whichever one, but it's better you start like this. You're writing the general statement. Okay, I am expecting you to write your own general statement without including your opinion. Just write a general statement first. You can pause the video and write it. then you can continue. When you after writing the general statement, then you have to briefly discuss side 1 and briefly discuss side 2. You're not also expected to write your opinion. If you are discussing side 1, just introduce, because this is the introduction, so you are introducing all the paragraphs. You are not just introducing the question, you are introducing what you are going to write in the paragraphs, okay? Let me tell you something. This is the pattern. I prefer to write my agree or disagree essay. What I do is, I am agreeing to a point. I wouldn't want to just write that I agree or I disagree. I want to state the reason why some people that disagreed. Why did they even? I just want to know, why did they even disagree at the first time? Why did they disagree? Just let me give them the benefit of doubt. I'll just state why they disagree. Then I have to destroy their own points. I have to destroy their own point with my own point, trying to say that my own point is stronger. Yes, I believe that it can happen this way, but I think my own is like this. So this is how you win that argument. For example, your side 1. Now, what you have to do is, your side 1 should be the weak point. Weak point is the point of the people that disagree, because you are trying to agree. So you have to write it as your first paragraph. Then you write your own opinion as a second paragraph. Okay, so I'll just read my notes 9. Say, why so many people hold the view that toddlers should start school as early as possible, others think they should stay at home until they turn 6 or 7. I've written the side 1 and I've written the side 2. The next one, you now have to write your opinion. You can say, then this essay will agree that children should stay at home till they turn 6 years old. That is your opinion. Simple. I'm giving you 1 minute to write yours. You can pause the video. Paragraph 1, you are stating your side 1. You're giving reasons why people that disagree. If you're starting paragraph 1, first of all, I recommend that you use the phrase "first of all" to begin with. On the one hand, all of these phrases are good. They help to usher in paragraphs. This is how I wrote my own. I'm just going to go through and analyze them. How do you write the body paragraph? Okay? Sentence 1, you state your side 1. Sentence 2, you give reasons. Sentence 3, you give your examples. Then you conclude side 1. Going to restate the first opinion. Then children should start school as early as possible. You have to restate the first opinion. After that, first of all, some people opine that it is imperative for infants to be introduced to school in order to learn the fundamental things first. I've carried over my question prompt. I've changed my sentences and I've paraphrased it. That is your first sentence. You've restated the side 1. Second sentence, you have to give your reasons. In giving your reasons, why do you think children should start school early? You just have to repeatedly ask yourself why. Why do I even think that children should start school early? Sometimes you might lose ideas, but what I think is all of us have our native languages. What I always do is I try to translate the question in my own native language. That is what I do, and it works perfectly well. It works like magic. Undoubtedly, this is the age when a child's cognitive development occurs at a full pace, and schools should be expected to provide them with ample opportunities to learn and grab new things as compared to home. That is your reason. Then the next one is your example. Write your example. Okay, people try to confuse themselves with reason and example. I've seen so many people, they'll just be like, what is this different? What is the difference between a reason and an example? They are quite similar. For an example, you're giving an example maybe based on the research or based on a personal perspective. For a reason, you're saying why something like this happened. Then in the example, maybe you've understood why it happened. In the example, you're not giving example based on what you understood, based on the researches, based on your personal experiences. Okay? So in this, I've written example like this. It is very, very good that you start your example with exemplary phrases like, for instance, to cite. For example, it is always good, it's good to introduce, just make it easier for these examiners. Introduce your work. What am I going to do? Introduce it in a beautiful way. Introduce it in a beautiful way. When you start by saying, for example, the examiner already knows that you are about to give an example. But if you just jump in and just start writing without saying that, for example, it can work for some people, but most of the examiners, they don't know, are you giving a reason or are you giving an example? Just make it clear to us. We need to know. That's what they will have to ask you. Okay, so I've written, for instance, researchers have shown that children do not only learn subjects like mathematics, but their behaviors and ethical principles are also shaped in schools. That is my example based on research. I don't even know if a research has been conducted. I don't know, but I'll just have to come up with an example. Nobody cares. So nobody cares if you've gone to the internet. Nobody cares if you frame everything up. Don't try to stress yourself trying to look for how do I get an example, how do I get an example. No, you can frame it up. So you're just testing your use of English. So you're not expected to carry Google, you're not expected to memorize all the research is done. No, but you can frame something up. Okay? So now after that, what do? You summarize, you conclude your paragraph. You're done. These instances have bolstered the view that children should attend schools at early age. However, I still believe that children should spend quality time with their parents till they are 6 or 7 years old. Okay? Stated their own opinion, and I've destroyed it with my own. I'm still standing on my own opinion. I'm going to discuss it in the next paragraph. Okay? Now you have concluded your paragraph in a wonderful, in a beautiful way. And if you're writing your conclusion, you should make sure that it tallies with your thesis, with the paragraph introduction. Now we have concluded paragraph 1. I'm expecting you guys to write your own. In the next paragraph now, you're still following the same format. Except the side 2, you give your reasons, give your examples, then you conclude. Still the same format. Now, this is my own sample essay. So, in the paragraph 2 now, okay? On the flip side, children till the age of 6 or 7 should spend time with their parents at home as they learn what they see, play, or observe. So I restated the side 2. So now I ask myself why. In other words, they cannot distinguish between good and bad habits, and they can be misguided easily at school by peers. So I want to add an additional point. I think I've not exhausted my points, and neither I have another reason. So it's always good to begin additional points with some words like in addition, furthermore, nevertheless. There are so many of them. Okay, so in addition to this, pressure in school may restrict their ability to play freely and learn from their surroundings. Okay, so this is another reason. Schools are often accused of restricting freedom and following strict rules, which is not a positive way of teaching young children. Okay? You are running short of words, then I think if you have more reasons, you can still give reasons, so long as you're not writing to lengthy essay. Okay, so give my example, maybe from a recent survey or anything. So you have said a recent survey in Washington has revealed that many school education policies put too much emphasis on formal learning and robs children of their creative abilities. So that is my example. Okay, so I don't know what happened in Washington, but I'll just frame that up. So that is it. That is what you have to do. You have to frame it up. Okay, so now these points have. So the next thing I do is I conclude my body paragraph too. So in the conclusion, it has to tally with my thesis. Okay, the aforementioned points are the reasons why I hold the notion that children want to spend time at home until they are 6 or 7 years old. So that is good. That is good. You have written your body paragraph 1 and you have written your body paragraph 2. Okay, so you can pause the video and write your own. Conclusion is the easiest part. This is the format. You have to state the general statement and you state your opinion. This is how I've written my own. Same that I've written. To recapitulate, this essay argued that children should be allowed to stay at home till they are 6 or 7 before attending schools. I've restated my own statements. I'll be writing my opinion in the next sentence. Okay, my opinion is, despite some benefits of starting school early, I think infants should not be sent to school until the age of 6 or 7. This is to protect them from learning bad habits and provide them with more independence to cherish their childhood and learn naturally. Okay, so this is my opinion, and it's so easy to write it like this. So guys, I'm giving you time to write your own. You can pause the video and write a conclusion. Okay, so now this is how you write a wonderful IELTS writing task to agree or disagree essay. This format works for all question types. That is how you do it. If you are looking at, if you look at our sample answer, you can see that it is logical and it flows in that order. And you can see that we've used varieties of sentence structures, so it is also very important that you don't use just simple. You should use simple, use complex structures. But in the next video, I'm going to let you guys know the structures, the varieties of sentence types that you can use to boost your IELTS band score. Okay, if not repeatedly, use some words, paraphrased beautifully. Okay, you can also see that we use some very good vocabularies. These are things that they look at. They look for whether you are flowing, your grammatical range and accuracy, your past achievements, information. If you practice constantly, guys, you're gonna beat IELTS. If you practice constantly, but if you just leave it and you're scared of it and you don't know where to go to, you don't know how to move into IELTS, my dear, you are not doing it the right way. So you have to practice constantly. Improve yourself by practicing, guys. That is it. So guys, thank you guys for watching. I just hope you learned something. Please, if you have not subscribed, please can you do that now? Please, I mean you, can you do that now? Just subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you very much. See you next time.